Before I joined ATC staff, I thru-hiked the trail in 2009. I set off intending to better myself by isolating myself and found that I was my strongest and best in the supportive community that I made along the way. After my journey, I managed a small business in Hanover, New Hampshire, and began to understand how Main Street could benefit and care for the trail and for each other. I wanted to help the ATC create a closer connection between the trail and trailside communities. So I volunteered with the local Friends of the AT group, working toward the official designation of Hanover as an AT community. Later, I moved to Pennsylvania, where I found an inspiring community of volunteer trail stewards. I began to volunteer with the local AT Maintaining Club and learned that meaningful experiences in the outdoors, both recreation and volunteerism, offer improved quality of life, health, and social well-being. It was then that I made a pivot professionally and began to work with nonprofit organizations that support the efforts of volunteers. When I hiked 2,175 miles of the trail, I knew that the work of the 31 maintaining clubs who manage the trail was sort of invisible. Their efforts kept the treadway open and helped protect the wild and peaceful experience we all seek. Working to support the volunteers, I learned how much more went into the management and protection of a resource like the Appalachian Trail. As an employee now with ATC, I work for the Volunteer Relations Program, supporting the more than 5,000 individuals who are responsible for the trail's existence. The Appalachian Trail's roots are in civic engagement. After all, it was the volunteers who delivered Benton MacKay's vision of a continuous footpath along the Appalachian Mountains. And for 5 generations, volunteers have managed, protected, and provided access to this, the People's Trail. A principle of the Conservancy dictates, the body of the trail is provided by the lands it traverses, and its soul is the living stewardship of the volunteers and workers of the Appalachian Trail community. Benton MacKay's idea, however, involved more than a treadway. He understood that walking the range of the Appalachian Mountains was powerful because of the experience, the ecology of protected habitats, views, forests, meadows, waterways, a varied landscape of sustainable environments for countless species, and yes, access to surrounding communities for visitors to the trail. Today and in the near future, the trail has new challenges. The number of visitors experiencing the trail is soaring, which creates impacts, sometimes to fragile ecosystems the AT traverses. The population in the eastern United States is diversifying at an unprecedented rate, yet that diversity is not fully represented in the trail's visitors, volunteers, supporters, or partners. And the threat of climate change on the habitat and natural resources of the realm demand action and adaptable management. But as many challenges as there are also opportunities. The second century of the Appalachian Trail will be one of shared stewardship. Soaring visitation invites a sense of care to everyone discovering the trail. There is opportunity in rising interest to inspire visitors to volunteer as an expression of their care for the trail. New ways to experience the trail and better access to it will connect people in new ways and offer more opportunities for stewardship beyond routine maintenance. Indeed, protecting and strengthening the realm against the threats of climate change is changing the way that the trail is managed. The model of the work along the Appalachian Mountain Range will inspire and inform global efforts. Volunteerism must evolve in the same way the management and protection of the AT must evolve. As the shared vision for a second century of the AT comes into focus, volunteers will find a way to deliver the dream, as they did for Benton MacKay's in the early 20th century. It will be more challenging, but this new century of stewardship will be more relevant to more people and inspire yet another generation to build the protected and thriving realm of the Appalachian Trail for all to enjoy forever.